Welcome to Silver Wisdom, practical advice for health, life, and well-being after 60. Let's grow wiser together. What if I told you that a forgotten spice, smaller than the tip of your thumb, could rekindle energy in your body and trigger an erection within only 60 seconds regardless of your age, medications, or previous setbacks? Just one bite might start restoring the strength you believed was lost forever. It might sound incredible, yet stay with me, because what I am about to reveal could change everything. My name is Dr. Mark Carter, and I have dedicated more than 30 years to helping men over 60 reclaim what time and society have quietly taken from them: confidence, circulation, vitality, and the feeling of being a man once again. Not through costly drugs or tricks, but by unlocking what the body truly remembers when supplied with the proper tools. Here's the surprise. The answer is not some new discovery or advanced device. It is a spice hiding right in plain sight, used by your ancestors before moments of intimacy. Today, science confirms it works better than anyone expected. The irony is you have probably passed by it in your kitchen countless times without realizing its potential. Within the next few minutes, I will explain how chewing this single spice for only 60 seconds can expand your blood vessels, reduce the stress that suppresses your testosterone, combat gum disease that blocks circulation, and improve your sleep so that your hormones can restore naturally. I will guide you carefully through each step, promising that by the end of this, you will understand exactly how to use it and what benefits to expect. What can you expect during your first 7, 14, and 30 days? Before we explore this remarkable technique, take a moment to subscribe and hit the notification bell. This ensures you never miss any of the natural health solutions I designed specifically for men like you. If this message resonates with you, simply type 1 in the comments. If it does not, type 0 so I can better understand how to support you. Now let us begin with the core of this revelation, because none of it makes sense without grasping what gives this tiny spice such immense power. The secret is a natural compound found within each clove called eugenol. This single ingredient is responsible for increasing your blood flow, relaxing your vessels, and prompting your body to react as it once did, perhaps even better. Allow me to clarify how this works. Eugenol, the hidden compound, is the key to its effectiveness. I will never forget the very first time a patient looked straight at me and said, "Doc, I just want to feel like myself again." He was not referring to having perfect abs or running marathons. He meant intimacy, confidence, and a quiet strength that a man holds when his body functions properly. This motivated me to search for natural alternatives and repeatedly brought me back to one potent compound: eugenol. Eugenol is found in significant amounts in cloves. When you chew a clove, just one or two, the oils released contain this incredible substance. But eugenol does not remain idle. When it is placed in your mouth, it almost instantly enters your bloodstream through the mucous membranes. What happens next is where the real magic unfolds. Eugenol serves as a vasodilator, meaning it encourages your blood vessels to relax and widen, particularly targeting the narrow and stubborn vessels supplying your sexual organs. After the age of 60, those vessels tend to become rigid and lose their flexibility. This is why blood no longer circulates as it once did. Eugenol acts like a natural massage for your arteries, softly opening the channels and allowing blood to flow freely once again. This experience is not forced or artificial, but a revival of what your body naturally accomplished in the past, without any effort. What makes eugenol even more remarkable is its ability to boost the production of a nitric oxide, the very same molecule that those tiny blue pills try to replicate. However, this is not a chemical process, but a biological one taking place naturally without causing side effects, headaches, or the crash that often follows pharmaceutical interventions. Many men report feeling a gentle warmth and a renewed sense of circulation within minutes. The effect is subtle, but potent. If one single compound can have such an impact, just wait until you discover how this spice combats the stress that has been secretly destroying your testosterone levels over the years. Let's explore that next. 2 reasons why erections weaken after the age of 60 and how clove fights back. I have met numerous men in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s who come into my office with downcast eyes and a lowered voice, whispering the same concern. It just doesn't work like it used to. I always assure them it is not a personal failure or their fault. Failure is not something to be ashamed of. It is simply biology. Throughout our lives, The tiny blood vessels responsible for supporting erections gradually narrow and lose their suppleness. Over time, factors like stress, processed foods, inflammation, and lack of physical activity contribute to this decline. As a consequence, blood no longer circulates as effectively as before, and without that crucial rush of blood, an erection cannot occur. But here is what most doctors do not openly mention. These changes are not set in stone. They can be reversed. This is where clove becomes a powerful ally, especially for men in their later years. Recall the compound we discussed earlier, eugenol. It not only helps relax your blood vessels, but also assists in restoring their inner flexibility. Imagine it as clearing out a clogged pipe, making it smooth again, allowing blood to flow more freely and reach its intended destination. Some of the individuals I treat have reported that, after only a few weeks of applying this approach daily, they experienced morning erections for the first time in many years, not due to medication or any miracle, simply because their circulation was finally able to function properly. This natural method is remarkable. It does not impose on your body, but rather encourages it to revert back to its natural state. However, even with excellent blood flow, one invisible factor can stop everything from happening before it even begins. And likely it has been silently undermining your efforts for many years. Let us reveal what that might be. Here's a step-by-step guide to the 60-second clove technique. Often the simplest approaches are the most effective, and the method I'm about to explain has helped numerous older individuals regain their vitality. There is no need for prescriptions, uncomfortable appointments with doctors, or waiting at the pharmacy. It is a small, deliberate action you can perform right in your own kitchen. The best part is that it only takes 1 minute to complete. Here is how I advise my patients to do it. Take 2 or 3 whole cloves, not the powdered variety, but whole dried ones. Organic cloves are preferred, though any good quality cloves will work. Place them between your molars at the back where your chewing strength is greatest. Gently bite down until you feel the cloves crack open. The important part is not to rush. Allow the oils to coat your mouth and tongue carefully. Breathe through your nose and stay calm. For the first 30 seconds, simply hold the broken clove pieces in your mouth. Let your saliva mix with the oils. You may experience a strong, warm feeling. While intense, this is a positive sign because it means the eugenol is being absorbed through the delicate membranes inside your mouth and entering your bloodstream directly. After this, begin chewing slowly, without force, just enough to break down the cloves completely. Keep them in your mouth for another 30 seconds, working the oils through your saliva. That is all there is to it. You may then choose to swallow the leftover bits or spit them out. Both options are acceptable. What makes this method so powerful is the speed at which it takes effect. Some men report immediate benefits. Immediate. Within minutes, they notice a clear change. Their minds become sharper, they feel more attentive and firmly connected to their bodies. However, chewing cloves is not solely about improving blood circulation and energy levels. It also opens up something essential that most men over 60 urgently require, but likely do not even recognize as missing. Let us explore that aspect next. Now, when is the ideal time to practice this technique for optimal outcomes? One common question I encounter, often after a man experiences the unique warmth from trying the clove method for the first time, is about the best moment to use it. The reality is timing plays a crucial role. Like tuning a musical instrument, harmony is key. Your hormones, nervous system, and blood flow all need to align perfectly. For many patients of mine, the evening proves to be the perfect moment. About 1 hour before bedtime, when the day slows down and the mind begins to relax, chewing cloves at this point soothes the nervous system and prepares the body for deep sleep. This is not just about rest. During profound restorative sleep, the body produces the highest levels of testosterone, which forms a solid foundation. Using cloves at night sets you up for improved energy, sharper focus, and yes, more robust morning erections. Nevertheless, the morning should not be underestimated either. Applying this method on an empty stomach right after waking helps kickstart circulation and creates a calm yet alert mindset for the day ahead. Some men prefer to incorporate. Some people prefer to take it before exercise or walks, while others find it better before moments of intimacy, about 30 to 45 minutes in advance, for an enhanced feeling of presence, connection, and endurance. The important thing is to pay attention to your body and maintain regular use. Using it every day helps build progress gradually. This is not a quick fix. It is a continuous commitment to your overall energy and health. If you wonder how something so simple can bring significant improvements, it is helpful to realize what may be limiting your body from the start. There is a hidden factor that many men never consider, quietly draining their strength from the inside out. Let's reveal it now. But that is only one part of the story. Next, let's explore the impact of stress. I have sat with many decent men who eat right, stay active, and follow all the recommended advice, yet still feel out of sync. Their vitality is low, their passion comes and goes, and during intimacy, their bodies do not react like they once did. That is when I ask them a single question: how is your stress? Usually the room falls silent. They sigh and finally share the truth. Concerns about finances, health, relationships, and aging burden them heavily. Most do not realize how much that quiet, ongoing pressure erodes their masculinity from within. Chronic stress overwhelms the body with cortisol, a hormone designed to aid in crisis situations, but not meant to remain high continuously. Yet nowadays, many men over 60 live almost constantly in this elevated state of tension. Tension creates a harsh reality. Cortisol and testosterone cannot exist together at elevated levels. When one rises, the other inevitably falls. This means the more stress you endure, the less testosterone your body produces, resulting in a diminished sexual response. This is where clove does more than just enhance circulation. It actually plays a role in managing how your body handles stress. The compound called beta-caryophyllin found in cloves connects with receptors in the brain that signal safety and relaxation. Within minutes, you might experience a sense of relief in your chest, mental clarity, and a release of pressure that has accumulated over many years. As cortisol decreases, testosterone can increase naturally once again without any force. You may begin to feel more like yourself without noticing the change immediately, but it is genuine. There is also another significant advantage that stems from this stress reduction, one that operates quietly during your sleep and could be the missing link in restoring your hormones. Let us explore this further. Chewing 6 cloves leads to improved sleep, which in turn boosts testosterone. A consistent observation with my older patients is that when sleep starts to deteriorate, everything else begins to fall apart. You can maintain a healthy diet, work out, and take every supplement imaginable. Yet if your sleep is fragmented, your hormones have little chance to recover. This is because most testosterone production, tissue repair, and healing happen at night, especially during deep, uninterrupted REM sleep. Without quality rest, the body cannot perform these vital functions effectively. How many men over 60 truly experience that kind of rest these days? Countless men confess they lie awake at 2 in the morning staring at the ceiling with their minds racing. Others drift off quickly yet awaken multiple times during the night, never feeling fully refreshed. Then they wonder why their energy is depleted, why desire feels like a distant memory, or why they cannot perform as they once did. More often than not, the culprit is poor sleep quality. This is where cloves come into play, not only as a support for circulation, but also as a powerful friend to the nervous system. The compounds found in cloves, particularly eugenol and beta-caryophyllin, do more than relax blood vessels. They also soothe the part of the brain responsible for regulating the sleep cycle. When chewed about an hour before bedtime, cloves help guide you into a deeper, more consistent sleep. Many men share that they begin to dream again and wake up with improved mental clarity, increased energy, and quite often with stronger morning erections. That is no accident. It is testosterone working effectively once more. So if you have been struggling to feel rested or questioning why your drive and vitality have diminished, it is time to focus on your sleep. Enhancing this single aspect can trigger a wave of rejuvenation throughout your entire body, but cloves offer benefits beyond sleep. What if I told you that the condition of your gums and oral health might secretly be undermining your erection strength? Let us explore that unexpected connection next. Gum disease could very well be causing destruction. Mark Carter believes that cloves can also improve your erections. At first, this idea may seem unusual, but he has witnessed it too often to dismiss. A man arrives at his office complaining about low energy, weak erections, and no obvious reason behind it. His blood pressure appears normal, and his lab results look fine. Then Mark asks a simple question: how is your dental health? That is when the real story surfaces. Bleeding gums, receding gum lines, persistent bad breath. Many men never connect issues in their mouth with problems in the bedroom, yet science clearly shows the connection. The mouth serves as an entry point to your circulatory system. When gum disease is present, whether noticed or not, Bacteria from the mouth enter the bloodstream. These germs travel throughout the body, causing silent inflammation that harms the blood vessels responsible for erections. It is like forcing water through a hose clogged with mud. Pressure may exist, but nothing flows smoothly. Research reveals that men suffering from severe gum disease are almost 70% more likely to face erectile dysfunction. This is not mere chance, but a matter of biology. This is where cloves go beyond being a simple spice. They become a daily detoxifier. Clove oil ranks among nature's strongest natural antiseptics. When you chew whole cloves, the antibacterial agents immediately take action and begin neutralizing harmful bacteria in your mouth before they can enter your bloodstream. Once you introduce it into your bloodstream, it acts quickly and effectively, sometimes noticeable after only one chew. This simple step is often underestimated in the journey toward regaining complete body health. A cleaner mouth leads to purified blood flow. As your blood vessels begin to widen, hormone levels rise, and your bodily systems function more efficiently. What can you expect next? Let me guide you through the changes that happen week by week when you adopt this powerful routine. One of the most rewarding experiences when working with older men is witnessing their transformation over time. I recall a man in his late 60s who arrived feeling exhausted, doubtful, and ashamed of what he had lost. We introduced the clove method together, asking him to stick with it for just 1 month. After 7 days, he called and said, "Doc, something is happening. I feel more awake in the mornings." That was only the start. During the first 7 days, most men observe subtle yet promising changes. You might feel warmth spreading through your body, clearer thinking, slightly deeper sleep, and a bit more motivation to get moving or go for a walk. These changes are not dramatic, but they indicate that your body is beginning to respond. By day 14, improvements become more noticeable. Your energy levels rise, mornings feel different and more alert. Sometimes, you might experience the return of sensations absent for years, such as spontaneous morning erections. This is not magic. It is your circulation restarting and testosterone beginning to awaken once again. By the 30th day, many men share that they feel transformed. Not only do their erections return with increased regularity and power, but their self-assurance evolves. They carry themselves with a new presence. Their spouses or partners observe these changes. Even if full intimacy has not yet resumed, the emotional bond begins to strengthen. This reconnection is the true objective: to feel like your authentic self once more. To exist in a body that feels vibrant, alive, instead of stuck or shut down. But keep in mind, this is merely the start. Once you discover this strength, the bigger question is how to maintain and safeguard it for many years ahead. In our final note, let us explore how to make this simple practice a durable basis for enduring vitality. The strength you have been eager to experience again is within reach. I have dedicated over 3 decades sitting with men much like yourself. Men who silently bear the burden of dwindling energy, lost confidence and fear their finest days lie behind them. Yet I assure you they do not. This simple ritual of chewing a handful of cloves for 1 full minute can do far more than just boost circulation. It soothes your nerves, restores profound sleep, rekindles testosterone, and even cleans your mouth, supporting heart health and masculinity. I have witnessed it stimulate blood flow, revive desire, and most importantly, return men to their true essence. If you have come this far, your body is already signaling the need for change, and now you understand what it requires. The choice is yours. Embrace it. Waiting for a miracle or taking action. You don't have to be flawless to create something valuable. What matters is simply to take the first step. Begin this evening and allow your energy to grow gradually, restoring itself day after day. With every small effort, you build more than just progress. You reclaim your confidence and power. Remember that the journey to strength and achievement does not demand perfection, but commitment. Start now and watch as each day brings you closer to your goals.